welcome to Who Wants to Be a Warhawk? I'm your host, Haya Al-Shamari, and please help me welcome our guest, Jorge Ibarra. Jorge, are you ready to take a chance in winning 1 million purple points?
Oh, yes, I am.
Amazing. All right, Jorge, we have 20 questions for you that every Warhawk needs to know. There are 5 levels with 4 questions each. Every level you complete, you earn purple points. If you complete all 5 levels, you will win 1 million purple points. And at each level, you have the option to cash out the amount of earned purple points, or you can forfeit that amount in your pursuit for 1 million purple points. The questions get harder at each level. Are you ready to play, Jorge?
Yes, I am.
Amazing. Jorge, here's your first question. In what year was UW-Whitewater founded? A, 1868, B, 1968, C, 2008, or D, 1928?
I'm gonna go with A.
That is correct, Jorge. Question number 2. What of the following activities can't you do at Warhawk Alley? A, bowling, B, mini golf, C, billiards, or D, darts?
Mini golf, B.
That is correct, Jorge. Moving on to question number 3. What is the oldest building on campus? A, Higher Hall, B, Anderson Library, C, Green Hill Center of the Arts, or D, Hyde Hall?
Higher Hall?
Higher Hall is correct, Jorge. Moving on to the final question of the first level. How many residence halls does UW-Whitewater have on campus? A, 16, B, 10, C, 13, or D, 11?
13.
That is correct, Jorge. You have completed the first level and won 5,000 purple points. Do you wish to continue to the next level?
Sure, why not?
Amazing, Jorge. Moving on to the second level, your next question is, what interesting feature does the UW-Whitewater have on campus? A, ice ring, B, golf course, C, helipad, or D, observatory?
D.
That is correct. We have an observatory on campus. Question number 6. What is the name of the road that is painted purple at the beginning of every school year? A, Starren Road, B, Prairie Street, C, Prince Street, or D, Warhawk Drive?
Warhawk Drive.
That is correct, Jorge. How many flags are currently hanging in the UC? Is it A, 33, B, 51, C, 29, or D, 42 flags?
42.
That is correct, Jorge. In 2013, the UW-Whitewater won the national championships in each of the following sports, except, was it A, baseball, B, women's soccer, C, football, or D, men's basketball?
Women's soccer.
That is correct, Jorge. You have completed level 2 and won 25,000 purple points. Do you wish to continue on to the third level in your chance to win 1 million purple points?
Yes, I would.
That is amazing, Jorge. Your next question is, what is the name of the art gallery in the UC? Is it A, Crossman Gallery, B, Roberta Avon Fiscum Art Gallery, C, Willie's Art Gallery, or D, Warhawk Alley Gallery?
Is it B?
That is correct, Jorge. Moving on to our next question. What type of triangle do the 3 Whitewater cemeteries form? Is it A, an equilateral triangle, B, a right angle triangle, C, an isosceles triangle, or D, an obtuse triangle?
An isosceles triangle.
That is correct. The Warhawks football team have won NCAA Division III national championships in each of the following years except A, 2007, B, 2013, C, 2011, or D, 2009?
C, 2001.
That is correct. And as of 2014, Whitewater's population is A, 12,521, B, 14,385, C, 11,648, or D, 16,892?
B.
That is correct, Jorge. You have completed the third level, and are you ready to move on to the fourth level?
Yes, I am.
That is amazing. We will move on to the fourth level after this commercial break. All right, and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Warhawk? We are with Jorge, and he has just completed level 3 and won 100,000 purple points, but he has chosen to move up to the 4th level. Jorge, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, for our next question, which famous comedian attended UW-Whitewater? Was it A, John Belushi, B, Dan Aykroyd, C, Steve Martin, or D, Richard Pryor?
I'm gonna go with A, John Belushi.
John Belushi is correct, Jorge. Moving on to our next question. In what year did UW-Whitewater join the University of Wisconsin system? A, 1985, B, 1971, C, 1868, or D, 2002?
I'm gonna go with B, 1971.
That is correct, Jorge. Moving on to our second last question on the 4th level. What is UW-Whitewater's student-to-teacher ratio? Is it A, 13:1, B, 15:1, C, 20:1, or D, 9:1?
B, 15:1.
That is correct, Jorge. And moving on to our final question on the 4th level. Can you name the current head coach of the UW-Whitewater football team who has recently been honored for reaching his 100th win as the Warhawks head coach? A, Nick Saban, B, Mike McCarthy, C, Lance Leipold, or D, Jim Meade?
I want to go with D, but I'm going to go with C, Lance Leipold.
Lance Leipold is correct, Jorge, and this is incredible. You have won 500,000 purple points. Do you want to cash out right now, or do you want to move on to the 5th level to win 1 million purple points?
See, I'm going to risk it all.
You're going to risk it all?
Yes, I am.
How do you feel?
Nervous.
You're nervous?
Yes,
all
I
right.
am.
Moving on. Our first question on level 5 is, what is the medium home cost in Whitewater per year? A, 151,000, B, 69,000, C, 156,000, or D, 119,000?
151?
That is correct, Jorge. Moving on to our next question. What former UW-Whitewater quarterback is currently on the practice squad for the Carolina Panthers? A, Brian Riskowski, B, Reggie Strauss, C, Jeff Donovan, or D, Matt Blanchard?
D, Matt Blanchard.
Matt Blanchard is correct, Jorge. Moving on to our second last question on the last level. How much lower is Whitewater's cost of living versus the US average? A, 2.5%, B, 0.07%, C, 1%, or D, 2.6%?
C sounds convincing, but I'm going to go with D, 2.6%.
2.6% is correct, Jorge. Moving on to our final question. Who was one of the most influential leaders during the establishment of UW-Whitewater? Was it A, Scott Walker, B, Jim Meade, C, Oliver Ary, or D, Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln.
I'm sorry, Jorge. That is incorrect. The correct answer was C, Oliver Ary. How do you feel right now?
Well, I felt confident about my answer, but now I'm sad.
I'm sorry, Jorge, to disappoint. You have not won 1 million purple points today. This is all we have today for Who Wants to Be a Warhawk. Join us next time to see if our contestant has what it takes to be a Warhawk and take home 1 million purple points. I'm Hayat Al-Shamari. Have a great night and go Warhawks. We will move on to the 4th level after this commercial break. How's it going? Terrible. To be a Warhawk and take home 1 million purple points. I'm Hayat Al-Shamari. Have a great night and go Warhawks.